Welcome back to Pocket Beats. We've got the Street Fighter Amen break and some bass on the Pocket Operator sub, some lead on the Pocket Operator factory. I'm going to record them all together now. Here we go. So to make the recording, the Pocket Operator is going into the input of my Roland SP404. It's a sampler, but has some great effects like a vinyl simulator that you can use. That goes to the audio interface, the Scarlett over there, and then recorded into Logic on separate tracks. So I did them one at a time. Now let's listen to the drum part while I talk a little bit about it. In a previous video, I broke up this famous drum break called the Amen break, and I chopped it up into different pieces and then sequenced it across the 16 different patterns. Now, for this one, I just used 8, and I thought, well, hey, in the last one, I didn't really experiment much around with the live punch-in effects, so I thought, well, instead of programming out an entire 16 bars of it, how about I just let it run through 8 and then occasionally add little stutters and little quick repeats. Usually the trap I fall into when doing this is I'll add too many effects and it kind of ruins it, so I tried to just stick to 2 and yeah, here's the result. And you can also hear that vinyl crackle effect. That was from the Roland sampler I talked about before, so that's on the way in the recording. Alright, so next up I'll tell you a little bit about the process that I went through with the sub-bass Pocket Operator. So we have 4 bars basically. We've got 4 of those patterns stringed across in a row, and so for the first 2 there's not a lot of alteration, it's just the notes played out, and then in the second 2 I'm starting to mess around with the sound with the I think they're called the play styles, right? So pressing the little star button and then different numbers can add little arpeggiators and lengthen and shorten different notes. And then as I'm going through while recording, holding in the right button while turning the A and B knobs to adjust the sound itself as it's being recorded. And every time you do this, you really keep the music feeling like it's alive, you know, it's not static for the entire performance. And I think that really helps a lot with this kind of stuff. Alright, and finally I'll talk a little bit about the Pocket Operator factory and everything that went into this. So actually there's a previous video, I think it's one of the most recent videos that I did. It's been a little while since I posted it, but I tried to make 4 different little song ideas on the Pocket Operator, and so we had 4 different 4-bar patterns. And so I just went through and I chose maybe one of the ones that I thought would work well with the other stuff that I've just played. And so here we go, we're going through it, we're doing the same kinds of things, we're using the play styles to make those chords, and then we've got some delay, and actually I used the Roland sampler to apply some other reverb to it as well, just to thicken up the sound. And yeah, actually I'm not 100% happy with the sound. I don't know where that little noise is coming from, but I don't know what it is, so not really the best, but it's alright for now. Alright, so finally, let's take a look at the Logic project, the Logic session file, while taking a listen through this one more time. And as we go through, I might tell you a few things about what I found so enjoyable in this project. So one of them is, I think, electronic music. If you're able to add in some performance elements during the recording, I think you can really bring it to life. Another thing is that these pocket operators, while they are quite simple and might at first seem quite limited, right, when you first pick it up, I think this is where it starts to really feel like there's a lot of depth. Once you play through an 8-bar pattern over a 32-bar, let's say, track, and the entire time you're making little adjustments spontaneously, the punch-in effects, the adjustments to the sound, suddenly it sounds like a much more advanced instrument than it may have at first seemed. So I think that's really cool. Actually, that's about it. That was really fun. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I will share some more very soon. Have a great day, everybody. See you later.